Hi there, that's right. Great and glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch back on the camera one more time. And today we're doing another delightful tarot reading. Because that's what we do on this channel. It's just a question of people ask me questions, send private messages through YouTube, and I try my best to answer the questions. So obviously no questions about childbirth, medical matters, pregnancy, and the like, okay? Because there's some issues which it's not appropriate to ask a tarot reader, and you need to ask, you know, your doctor, for instance. But today I'm doing a reading for someone whose YouTube username is Tarot Oracle. And this person is just moving to a new place and has sorted out all the things such as a place to store their goods, and there's lots of wonderful amenities in the area. There's a great feeling of excitement happening here, and the inquirer just wants to know basically what kind of things they can expect. So let's just have a quick look. What I'm going to do, I'm shuffling the cards as we speak now, using my traditional fortune teller style shuffling, okay? Namely, after I've done each shuffle, I turn the cards around, making sure we've got randomization, and of course some of the cards will appear upright, some of the cards will appear reversed, and that might affect or possibly change the meaning that basically I feel the reading is trying to say. So we're looking at the next 12 months, let's say, okay? Let's not look too far, let's not look too soon, alright? Some people who do divination say that it's always best to divine short, and if they're doing spell casting they try and enchant long. Namely, if you're looking into the future, look in the short-ish term future. And if you're doing something like a form of practical magic to try and get some variety of results, think about long-term, namely further on down the line, maybe many years in the future. But we're just going to try and find a middle ground time frame, which is the next 12 months, and just see what kind of things we've got here. The first thing that we've got, and I think this is really rather interesting, might seem frightening to some people, but straight away, within the first 2 months of the reading period, we have the lightning struck tower. Now, allegorically, the lightning struck tower, also sometimes called the house of God, speaks about something sudden, something dramatic, okay? It's not necessarily talking about destruction, although sometimes it can talk about a feeling of instability. And if you are moving to a new location, you've got a new place to be, okay, a new place to live, there's always a feeling of upheaval maybe. And I feel that's essentially what this part of the reading is talking about. A sense of possibly a feeling of insecurity or instability of a certain type. But do I feel that this is very detrimental? Now, if I was just thinking about what the reading's saying, if it was a detrimental thing, I'd expect there to be many more signs around that which is talking about maybe a negative form of change and all the rest of that. Now, I don't have that here. All the rest of the signs, all the rest of the colours and feelings, it's all looking relatively positive. But there's a bit of a story emerging here. Remember, the tarot just tells a story, and it's up to the tarot reader to relate that story back to yourself. And then what you make of it, that's essentially up to you, okay? Let's have a look from that 2-month period onto the 2 to 6 month period here. Initially, we've got a sense of stability emerging, and I feel that's after you've just done your move, you settle down, you've got over the whole anxiety of the move itself, and you're finally in a position of thinking to yourself, now I'm moving in the right position. Why would we have some strong female signs associated with that particular move? Maybe there's someone else helping you there. Maybe there's someone else coming into your life to help you to settle down and help you to think more positive about the way things are going in the future. But after that, we've also got the Hangman. The Hangman card itself can sometimes be interpreted as a sense of treachery. Namely, someone doing something which is actually detrimental to you. So maybe there's going to be someone who's initially going to be quite helpful, but because you haven't actually monitored or controlled the relationship with them appropriately, they kind of like turn against you. I don't feel any malice here. I don't feel that they mean to do you any harm. I feel that there's someone who's basically taking it upon themselves to try and have more control over yourself than you would like them to. So essentially a certain quantity of discipline maybe is required, and maybe applying that discipline to somebody else to make sure they don't interfere negatively. But on the other hand, it's also, it's an earth sign. It's from the suit of coins. And so to the most part, this person is going to be beneficial to you. Don't allow yourself to get beholden to this person. Do you know what the word beholden means? Alright, it means that someone's done something nice to you, so you feel you have to do something nice back. Alright, or you feel that you're somehow in debt to this person. Try and make sure you avoid that, because you yourself want to be, I feel that you want to be someone who is independent, in control of your own life, and doesn't have too much in the way of interference from other people. That's that's the kind of thing that I'm feeling about you. It's not really a totally negative feeling. It's actually quite a positive feeling, because it's still talking about a sense of direction, I suppose, and of purpose. Now let's have a quick look at the second half of the year. Now remember, this is completely shuffled, completely randomized. All I can do is tell you what's coming through. The first thing that comes through is, we don't have something like the Ten of Coins coming through. This does not look like you're going to become one of the supermassive mega riches within the next 12-month period. But there's also no sense of removal of something beneficial from you. So I still feel you're building up on your career. Alright? Maybe having much more in the way of stability in this new location than you've had before. Where are the signs of change? Where's the signs of real instability? The only signs of instability that we had is covering the short-term future, and that would actually make some sense if you're going to move to a new place. It's nowhere else in the reading. So it's still going to be a good year for you, basically. But we've also got this feeling of passion, of energy, of drive, and a sense of achieving something. Why do I feel you're achieving something at the end of the year? We got this fabulous sign here, okay, the Seven of Staves, sometimes labelled as Valor. Do you know what Valor is? After you've, succeeded, you've achieved something, you can then get the bragging rights, and you can then tell everyone else how wonderful you've been. That's one way of describing Valor. Okay, so that's at the end of the year. So it's not just a question of the move, it's not just a question of getting a bit of assistance during the early parts of you being in this new location. It's a sense of this being a foundation of more and more conquest, a sense of you're really going to do well for yourself now, and you're going to achieve something. Maybe there'll be a trying situation, a situation in which your tolerance and compassion is being strained to the limit at times. But, on the other hand, you get through it. Many, many years ago I read a book about the travellers, about people who took to the road and just lived in vans and trucks and lorries. Alright, people who became the homeless, deliberately. And one of these people told their story. And he said that it doesn't matter what life throws at you in this lifestyle, you learn that you can get through it no matter what. Now, you're not going to have the same type of hard life that he had by any stretch of the imagination, but you're going to do a lot of learning, and that learning is going to carry you forward for the future. The way I see this year for you is a time of assertiveness. Prosperity, yes, but primarily that of assertiveness and learning what you're actually capable of achieving. That's what I'm seeing here. And it's not a negative reading at all. Alright? Carry on looking after yourself and your life the best as you can, and take it from this point onwards, okay? As is traditional, if you have not requested this reading video and you'd like to have one yourself, send me a private message through YouTube. Don't leave it in the comments, alright? Don't leave it on my channel page. Send me a private message through YouTube and I'll be happy to add you to the rotor. Also, remember, rate, comment, subscribe. Put this on your favourites. Share it on Twitter, Facebook, MySpace and any other social networking site you might be on. Copy and paste the link of this particular video so everyone else can see what a really, really cool, good quality tarot reading can be about. Obviously, links in the sidebar as per usual, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.